All right, guys, welcome back. So we got Roy Man right back. He's got all of my.
We got our people, guys.
Yeah,
we
actually
back.
got a couple of people. They started seeing success. You want to shine. No.
Hey man, we out here.
No, so we're gonna go ahead and go over One Piece. And like I told you guys last week, I am going to be dedicated into catching up with everybody. I know it's impossible. Probably episode 343 by the time I get to episode 10,000, whatever. But just to update you guys, I'm on episode 12.
Solid 12. Strong
12.
Strong 12.
826 guys.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so right now where I'm at, I done got accustomed to seeing Luffy, Nami?
Oh, Nami's already there.
Zoro.
Okay.
And Usopp.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
That's all in episode 12?
That's solid.
That's
so
a lot.
Right now,
episode
episode 13 is going to be the crew helping out Usopp so they can save that one chick or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you just met Usopp.
Yeah, he just met
Okay.
And I know that Usopp is the son of the guy that fucks with
Red Hair Shanks?
Yeah, fucks with Shanks. What's the dude's name?
That's a lot by episode 12.
Huh? What's his name?
Yasop.
Yasop.
Yasop or Yasop or
something
Yasop.
like that.
Just say Yasop.
Yeah.
Something.
So that's where I'm at. See, and actually, I'm enjoying myself because I'm liking how Luffy's going around just telling people he gonna beat their ass. And like that's all he do. Like, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass, right? I told you I was gonna beat your ass. I'm finna beat your ass, and he be beating their ass.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever say he's gonna kill somebody. He just says,
I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's what he says.
I think he said I'm gonna kick your ass, but to me, like in black people language, I'm about to beat your ass. I told you I was gonna beat your ass.
Every time.
I'm excited about that. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and induce myself with the most strongest futuristic spoilers ever. So let's go ahead.
You won't remember it by the time you get there. You won't remember it.
You will be
let's get an overview of the last manga. So what happened?
All right. So in the last chapter, we finally got to see what Snake Man is. Long story short, Snake Man was the speed form, so technically I was wrong. But it's more about speed with regards to how fast his punches are. Every time he throws a punch, it bounces. He used a similar move against Doflamingo. It's called Python.
Question.
What's up?
Did it make his defense any faster, any better?
No, it actually probably made it worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he was super wrong.
No.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
I didn't say it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be dodging like a snake. Yeah.
You said that. I'm like, that don't even sound right, Jordan.
So you know what? I admit it. I was wrong. I'm sorry, people.
Yeah. Call him out.
He's not even there.
We'll keep a check every time I get something wrong.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
sorry.
so what happens is every time the punch shifts direction, it gets faster. So it kind of like a pinball or whatever. Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding, ding.
pretty much.
Like Tron.
Yeah. So
Got the
it gets
paddles on the
faster. What it meant to him fighting Katakuri, not too much.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
had that.
You threw me out so bad. Anyway, this is a really rough overview. So it didn't really mean too much to him fighting him. But it is Gear 4, so they are a little bit closer. And Katakuri also was showcasing new moves. He was doing a donut roll, I think it's called, or something.
He did
He like rolls,
the
and then he does a
mochi.
spike mochi. Basically, he's still beating Luffy.
This chapter, though,
I think that was basically the chapter is basically them fighting.
Yeah, and it's been one of the more even exchanges. Like I think,
that they've had. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily Snake Man that's making it, breaking it. I think it's just the fact he's being in Gear 4th. I'm curious to see why he chose Snake Man to go into as opposed to Tank Man, or whatever the regular mode is called.
I mean, if nothing else, I think Oda's doing a good job of.
But that was the overview. Sorry.
Yeah. I think Oda's doing I think Oda's doing a really good job of, at least at the start of when they started fighting, it was very clearly lopsided. I think over time he's done a good job. I mean, we often don't see any sort of training arcs. Luffy just kind of learns everything on the spot. This is, I think, one of the first times we got a flashback to when Luffy was actually getting trained by Raleigh. That's one of the original Pirate King's crew.
Yeah, his right-hand man, yeah.
So we actually see part of the training and him explaining some of the concepts of haki, which is that heightened, I guess, sense.
Eventually, we will talk about it.
We will get deep into it. For right now,
Yeah.
just know it's a way to heighten your senses or make your combat abilities stronger.
Yeah.
So he's doing a really good job of showing them equal. Still, kind of the last time I was here when we were discussing about Luffy having to use different forms to be stronger, kind of always throws things aside. But with this new,
Do you like Snake Man? Do you like Snake Man?
It's cool. I mean, for me personally, I don't see the difference between Snake Man and Heavy Kong, except for the speed.
Oh,
I mean,
Balloon Man,
honestly,
or whatever it's called.
I would say this. I think, just think about it right now. I think the differences between Heavy Kong. I think
it's Balloon Man is the regular one.
I think Gear 4th is all about getting larger, so you get a base increase in speed and power. So Gear 2nd was all about speed. Gear 3rd was all about power.
And Gear 4th
Gear 4th is speed and power. Heavy Kong, I think, doubles down on the power aspect, and Python Man doubles down on the speed aspect. However, it's all in regards to, in terms of the speed and the power, it's all in attack. It has nothing to do with defense. His base defense, he gets a speed boost, but it's equal in both in terms of defense. Because from before, when he wasn't in Gear 4th, he's still getting hit with the same amount of attacks from Katakuri. So
yeah,
he's not necessarily seeing the future, and he's not necessarily dodging any faster. However, he's actually managing to land hits, not because Katakuri is not focused on seeing the future, because he is seeing the future. It's just his attacks are so fast and they're bouncing that he's able to hit him.
Yeah,
the little moment was his new form is Snake Man, and you know the little snake game on like Tetrises that used to like
yeah.
Oh
yeah, I never really.
That's essentially what the form is. Like he throws a punch and it literally just makes little turns and angles and that's why I was like. So.
Yeah. Okay, I get. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
So for those of you who've never read, at least now you kind of picture what his attacks look like.
Okay. So the question that I'll bring up to you guys today is for me watching a couple episodes, I seen you ran into a couple of bosses. I'm only episode 12, and I think he done fought 2-3 people, beat their asses in 2-3 episodes. You guys have been talking about this Katakuri character for a decent little minute. So how long has this fight been going on?
A long time.
Months.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So you guys are talking about it, you're even talking about different forms and shit like that. So I can understand, the significance of the fight, but there, after a while, certain fights get kind of dry. So is this like a dry ass fight, or do you guys still rocking with it, or what?
I'm on the it's dragging out a
really
little too long
really
side. Yeah.
Really?
For me, I feel like, to be honest, I think a while back, it wasn't Oda who said it, but someone, I think maybe his publisher or someone who he's either working for, released that I think by this time we would be in Wano, which is a different island with a different set of characters.
That's true.
It wasn't necessarily. It wasn't true. I don't think Oda had come to that decision yet, but everyone had expected to be there.
The year of Zoro,
and so if we really think, and a lot of people, if you look online, if you read about it, they are talking about when are we going to get to Wano? That almost never happens in One Piece, because we're always in the moment and so into it that those people who are still watching One Piece aren't so much concerned about how long things take. But the fact that right now people are like, so when are we going to get to Wano? It shows that this whole arc has been dragging along. The first episode of the show, we talked about where we were last year, the very first episode or manga issue last year, and they had only just started to get fighting with Big Mom. We've already into another year, and they're only just getting to fight Big Mom.
Wow.
It's taking so long, and it's showing with this fight. I talked to a few friends, and I guess maybe a month or two ago, if we had gotten a full issue where it was nothing but Luffy and Katakuri fighting, everyone would have been hyped.
Yeah.
But we've gotten that several times. We've gotten where Katakuri's beating Luffy, Luffy's getting a hand. Katakuri's beating Luffy, Luffy's getting a hand. And I think this is maybe the third or fourth iteration of that. And at this point, Snake Man while being cool, it's not groundbreaking. So no one is like, oh my God, I love this form. So at this point, it's like, all right, is Luffy gonna beat Katakuri or not?
So then, Jordan, you said you're starting to, you actually appreciate this build up to
Yeah,
the Big
I
Mom
mean, I can understand where you're coming from with the whole arc aspect. Yes, the arc has dragged on, but with regards to just strictly the fight, for me, I think it makes sense. I mean, he's fighting a big baddie basically. Like he's the right hand to a Yonko. This is not gonna be just a fight that just gets over quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about. I think they've talked about like fights lasting like days and weeks throughout the series of One Piece. I think Jinbei and Ace's fight lasted a whole day, and that wasn't even like the Ace before he died. Spoiler alert. But
Forget that.
You'll
not
forget.
Watch this episode again.
Anyway.
Like,
Sorry, that came out, and then I looked at him
like, I don't know who the hell that is, but my heart just like,
oh. You know, I'm sorry. Anyway, so moving on. Oh. Anyway, don't focus on it too long. You'll forget by the time you get there. Trust me, that's a long ways away too. Anyway, so when you look at this fight, I think that it's lasting the perfect amount of time for me per se. I don't like how it keeps jumping away from it.
Okay.
But I will say that the fight is how I imagine this kind of scale of a fight, it's lasting the perfect amount of time for me. And I think that it's really showing the progression. Like you said, Oda doesn't do training arcs. So we need to see why Luffy can get to the point so he can fight a Yonko, because this fight is going to teach him or give him the ability or put him on that scale of being able to fight a Yonko and take down a Yonko. And to fight a right-hand man is getting pretty dang close to a Yonko's level.
You know what? I actually I agree with you. I think you're right on that. I think my frustration on the fight isn't so much that the fight itself is taking so long, because honestly, I think this is one of the better fights.
Yeah.
In the whole series. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the anime because it tends to drag a lot of ads. Luffy getting stuck in buildings, Luffy getting stuck in a rock, all of that. But I think this is one of the better fights because it's been straight action. Luffy is actually solid. I think I'm just so tired of being with Big Mom. I just want to
he got stuck in a cage. I'm like, how long is this nigga finna be in this cage? He's gonna be in this cage forever. I'm looking, I'm like, but that nigga made out of rubber. How long is it gonna take to get out of this cage?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Expect for him to get stuck in between buildings.
In between
like
buildings.
There's a building here and a building here. He gets knocked back. He gets stuck. But episodes, G. Episodes. Not one, not two, but episodes, okay? Yeah. Somebody's gonna get stuck in a chimney.
It's gonna get
a chimney. His feet is dangling.
For episodes.
They look for him. They look for them. That's so I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the anime is good.
Yeah.
Does he
but,
get
like,
stuck in a chest too or something like that? Like in a gold ball, he gets stuck. Oh my god!
Anyway, that's beside
he gets stuck in so many things. I don't understand how you have such bad luck.
But still, I mean, getting back to it, I think Jordan is right. The fight is lasting as long as it should.
I was just wrong the last segment, right? Oh no, I was wrong this segment.
Yeah.
But
now you was wrong about being wrong.
Yeah.
You was just wrong about being wrong.
I just feel like the whole arc could move.
It's
forward.
all right. I'll take my win though. It's okay. That's 2 L's.
So Roy, all right. So on a scale from 1 to 10, as far as anticipation to the next manga, what you got for me? How much are you anticipating this next manga?
To be honest with you, my anticipation levels for like the last 6 months have probably been at like a solid 6.
You know what? And we got and guys, we're gonna bring you to the world. We're gonna bring you to the world of decimal points when it comes to like number scaling.
Oh yeah,
it's a 6.
Bet.
Give me a 6. What?
6 what?
Yeah, what is
6.2.
All right.
On a great day.
On a great
like
day.
6.8.
6.78 or 6.8.
What?
No, he's right. Nah, it's a 6.8. I'm excited, but not like, nah.
All right, Jordan, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this next manga?
I want to say.
I didn't say 10.
Nah, I was thinking about 10, but I will say probably a 9 something. Yeah, probably a 9.
Okay. A 8.8 or a 9.2?
He does.
Hold on.
I wanna say a 8.8.
A 8.89 or a 8.80?
8.89.
Oh, you're really excited. Damn, Jordan.
I'm pretty excited. I think this fight means a lot to the series going forward.
Okay,
I think that,
You
like,
just messed up my whole wrap up.
He
You just
did.
did mess up my
It's
whole
okay.
wrap up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you know, I
We
guess
love
that's
you.
the third one. Bye, guys.
Man, peace.